Hi, welcome back to the channel, FIFA Mobile. Alright, finally this event is over and I managed to claim a few more of that 90s players. Before that, let's see what we get from the normally every week we have this. Not too bad this week, we have managed to get a 91. I'm going to check out the 91 price right now. Oh, that's really disappointing. I was expecting the 91 to able to fetch between probably 200 to 300,000, but apparently I'm so wrong. Even if I bring down the budget to 230, you can see here it's much cheaper. So apparently it's only worth about 150 or so. So I'm not going to sell first, so I'm going to see how it works out later on. Next, really, this is the player that we get, 97 out of the 93 pack, not too bad. Not forgetting, we can still claim a few players here, but let's do what we need to do for the day first, the last day, whereby we can claim those points. I'm not forgetting the fact that we will eventually be able to claim some more skill boosts from this pass itself. So just make sure you have claimed that part, and not forgetting the fact that we still have the challenge mode to do. You need 5 players. That is easily then done. Basically, if you do not have 5, grab a few cheap ones from the market, about 100,000 per player or so. Then subsequently you can complete this last challenge mode. Let's see for me. Alright, great. We have more than 5. So I'm going to fit in that team to make sure I have that players, and then eventually make sure we have a alright OVR. Just make sure you have a good OVR. But I must say this challenge mode is the easiest of the 3 kinds. This is the one that you should get the max out of it. No need to spend any gems for sure. You should get all 3 of the matches cleared, which I'm going to share with you later on. So for now, most importantly is you must eventually clear this 3 matches. Alright, so the first match, of course, is the easiest as usual. There's nothing unusual about this. Just make sure you just concentrate to get the ball past your strikers, and then either you do a cross spam, or you can just shoot it directly. Shouldn't be a concern at all, because the low OVR. Along the way, when I play H2H, I failed countless times, I must say, because I'm really lousy at H2H. I realize those good players, they'll always do a cross spam like this. So of course I'm inaccurate in that basis, but those are really expert in doing cross spam. They are really good, I must say. So I'm keep on practicing this cross spam. You can see here it works this time around. Usually either you go on the left or right. Of course I do understand that try to pass on to the furthest player. Alright, so don't pass to the center player for cross spam. And of course the other way is to basically push the ball forward and then towards your striker. But again, that runs a bit of practice, and of course the risk of you doing offside. So I need some practice, and you should be fine. I always take this opportunity to do this kind of practices. Of course, if your players are really strong and fast, you can actually go direct as what I did just now, and then just overrun, also called outrun the defenders itself, and get the ball in directly. So the next match equally easy. It's not going to be very tough. Like I said, all 3 matches are doable. I think if possible, do a fitness. That is a fitness. Some people may be asking, how do you do a fitness? Just I think the right button, you guys gotta press the shoot button down. That's fitness. And of course you need to use your controls, which is on the left side. You can see what I'm doing right now. So that's how you do fitness. So in generally, if you're attacking from the bottom, or also called the right side, you just got to use the control on the left, which is the movement control. You got to control it up, and then when you go to fitness down of the shoot button, you scoot down. So it's basically your left hand or left thumb is to have the motion control up, and then the shoot button, you use your right thumb apparently to click on the shoot and then you slide it down. So that's the fitness on how you do fitness. Of course, if you need a bit of practice, go ahead and practice with the seasons. The seasons initial part, which is really easy. So after a few practices, you should know how to do fitness for sure. Likewise, you can use them to do practice for your cross spamming, as I shared earlier. Always use your best runner, flank it, and then eventually, when you cross spammed, cross it over by clicking on the furthest player. Sometimes automatically you get it done. So a lot of practicing if you want to learn how to loop the ball forward. That's another button to learn. A lot of things along as you get more failures, you observe how people actually defeats you. So that's something you should learn from defeat. Do not be frustrated. It's a good learning point. That of course in this last match is basically about speed. So of course more than sufficient time, I must say, but speed is an essence. Make sure you have really good players, but again, I think the most important is to pass. Do not go solo from end to end of the field. Do cross spammed. That is the fastest approach in getting goals, because it's a matter of a race against time. But of course, sometimes if you saw a blank space in front, you just click on the blank space with your fingers, and the ball will be passed to the blank space with a player in front. And of course, you can do roulette. As you can see just now, what I did is you do not do roulette very close to the opponent, because there will be a good chance that the defender may just kick the ball off you. Try to have a few more practice. You should know the distance once it comes not too close. It's just nice. Then you try the roulette itself. Okay. So again, another way is really to push forward and then do a U-turn back. So basically, you try to rush forward. Then you know that the defenders is just too close. You can run the way back, and the defenders will not be able to catch up. Of course, alternatively, if you are running ahead, way ahead of the defender, then you can go all the way. So it depends on circumstances. You can see here, sometimes when there's space, you just got to pass the ball where the space allows you. So it's quite fluid. Sometimes there's no so-called one way out, because every time generally the few rules is cross spammed. You do loop the ball in front, or click on empty spaces, etc. So like I said, there's a good chance of you getting offside once you loop the ball forward. But again, a lot of practice is required. Sometimes it's a bit scripted. It's not your fault. Do not be upset with it. Generally, try to outrun defenders by using more of your control buttons. Do not just click on the auto. So with that, we have cleared all three of those matches, and of course we get our maximum points of 71. Of course, I will wish to open up the 25, which actually have a better chance of getting better players rather than the rest of the world. Of course, if you ask me about optimization of points, yeah, of course, maybe just 125 and the rest 15. But I really prefer opening a 25 than a 15. I know I will have a balance of 6 points rather than 1. Had I clicked 25 and then the remaining 15, I would left with 1. But I think that's perfectly fine. You can see there, obviously, the rest of the world giving you a lesser OVR player compared to the other leagues itself. Alright, so with that, we come towards the end of this event. We have claimed 2107 already. I'm quite happy with that. I saw one of them for 32 million. Another one is still in my team. We have completed that. We have cleared the event icon. We claim one of them. It's not really useful, so it doesn't really bother getting another. This obviously, if you have failed, you should use 75 gems. No, don't do that. Alright, so just don't waste your gems like what I did previously. It's a total waste of gems. I'll rather keep it. Then of course, for me, I'll rather use the Uber Eats league to get the most valuable player. Those are short of a bit of points and really want to use gems, go ahead. But for me, I think I'm not do that. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe, and I look forward to the next event. Goodbye.